Welcome back, guys. I'm continuing with the series of supply and demand trade examples so that you guys can get to see the practical part of how to take trades from a demand or a supply zone. So today we've got EURGBP, euro against the pound, and I've got a long position that I took last night, just towards market close or early Asian session of today. So as you can see, this is a long position which I took basing my trade on a demand that was created here. You see this demand zone here. This was a new demand that was created in the market prior to a supply zone being engulfed on this daily up close candle. So now, first things first, I'm just gonna go to a line chart. I'm on a daily time frame, as you can see, and then I want you to take note of the demand zone that I'm talking about, so we can clearly see this on the line chart. We've got this low here, which was created prior to market breaking and closing above these highs, right? Market rallied and closed above, then it ranged above and then dropped back. So this low becomes significant in relation to current price action. So now I'm going to highlight that okay, let me just put back my stop loss where it was. So I'm going to highlight the low, and I'm going to make it a solid black line to represent my daily level. Okay, I need to check the pricing first also. Okay, that is fine. Then I'm also going to highlight the next significant level on the daily time frame. So these two, this low that was created and then the high that was created here, becomes significant when we're looking at current price action from yesterday, right? Because it has already defined the range that we will be looking for opportunities, since we've already seen that euro pound has turned into a bullish momentum, bullish uptrend to the upside, probably targeting this swing low or swing high up here. So now once I've already highlighted the levels that I was looking at on the daily chart, I'm gonna switch to my candlestick, and then you can clearly see where those levels came in. So the lower line, which is this level here, right? The lower line which came in here, you can clearly see that this candle is a what? Is a bullish order block, and we have a supply zone created immediately. Price massively moved to the upside, right? And if you look from the upside, this level here that we marked on the line chart, all the way to the last up candle, right? Market opened with a gap to the upside, traded lower. That was on Monday, back to our demand zone. But since it was a Monday, I couldn't take any position. I need to wait and see trading range for Monday. The moment I noticed Tuesday's candle closing with a gravestone candlestick patterns, the moment I see a gravestone closing on Tuesday, then I knew the bulls were fighting back, right, at a level of demand. You see, it's very easy. This is clear, just price action without any candlesticks, without any indicators or anything, guys. Just pure price action. So now that I've done that on a daily time frame, now I'm gonna drop down into a H4 time frame so that you can clearly see. Now we can clearly see where the demand was created. My entry was somewhere on this close of this up candle here, because I was basing it on a bullish engulf, right? Because we had a two drop candles, then we had one bullish candle which engulfed the previous down candle, which was our last down candle. So now you can clearly see where the demand was created. Just zoom out a bit. So this is our new level of demand. You see, this is our demand level on a daily time frame, which I was expecting market to respect when it came back, of which that is exactly what's happening currently. The position is already up by a couple of pips. It has already rallied like 34 pips, which is not bad, and I'm in a position with a 0.1 lot size. So now I'm gonna go to an hourly chart so that you can clearly see what price action was doing. So you can see price dropped down, closed below, but started meandering back above, above the demand zone. Then we traded back below again. But you can see the price action here, the candlesticks. Too many wicks to the downside. You see, there's a lot of wicks to the downside, showing pressure from buyers who want to push the price to the upside. So now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take off half of my position. Currently it's 0.1. I'm going to take off 0.04 so that you can clearly see where my entry point was, and my stop loss. I'm going to, let me go to my H4 time frame. So I'm going to break even. I'm going to move the stop loss here, right? So you can see now I've trailed my position to at least 13 pips. Now I'm going to take off half of the position. So this is a 0.1 lot size position, right? Right. So I'm going to take off half of 0.1, which is 0.5. I'm going to close this position. Right, now I have closed. So now we have 0.05 left on the table. So this position now, I'm going to let it run all the way. You see, so I'll be just following price, because I'm really expecting it to close this sell side liquidity which was offered on this 1, 2, 3, 4 bearish candle. I'm expecting market to close this gap to the upside. So the reason why I take off a bit on the position, it's so that I've got a bit of peace of mind, knowing that I've paid myself a bit. Yes, it might be a little, but that little, when you add it to the equity, it helps the account to grow. So now, if you remember correctly, I think one of the first trade examples that I did was a long position on Euro USD, which I took off some position again. I think it was a 0.2 lot size trade, and then I took off 0.1. Now, if you remember correctly, I did a trade example on this position. Now, see what happened. Price has already moved 343 pips. Now I've got the luxury to trail stop all the way up here. Can trail stop like 200 pips with the 0.1 lot size. This is a trade, guys, that I took, I think 2 weeks ago. So now I'm going to take off half of the position again. So we've got 0.1, I'm going to take off 0.5, and then I'm going to close. So you see now I've got 0.05, meaning I've already taken off 0.05 lot size times 200 pips. So I'll be just following price, because as it is, Euro USD is really looking to close all the way up to $14. You see, that's where my TP is heading. So I'm really expecting Euro USD to push all the way to the upside. But now if we look on price action, right now this is a daily time frame. We haven't had such a price move on fiber probably since we haven't had like a consecutive, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 up close daily candles on fiber since probably, well, it's been a while. So we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right, since February, that is beginning of this year, we haven't had any up close. So might expect a bit of resistance coming in at the current levels. So yeah, that's pretty much about it, guys. I wanted to show you this euro pound long position trade, which was taken from a demand zone. So I wish you good luck and happy trading.